We've all heard how our public school teachers oftentimes have to dip into their own pockets for additional school supplies. Well, thankfully, organizations like the Hawaii State Federal Credit Union provide additional funding for those teachers in need.
At Hawaii State Federal Credit Union, we're constantly thinking of ways to give back to our community. So we are a huge supporter of education, and we want to support our teachers and higher education as much as we can. Hawaii State Federal Credit Union recognized that most of our Department of Education teachers were funding their classroom supplies out of their own pocket. So we created the Investing in Education grant program to provide grants up to $500 for DOE teachers.
How does the character in this passage feel?
I have been really blessed in receiving this grant from Hawaii State Federal Credit Union twice, and it was a really awesome grant that really helped promote learning in my classroom. In order to receive the grant, there were some qualifications you needed to write an essay, and some of the questions were what were you going to do, what supplies were needed, and how it would drive instructions. So I used the money to buy art supplies for my students, and it was a really successful educational project for them. Art is so important for the kids, especially to let them have their creativity and outlet, and the kids enjoy it so much. So because they enjoy doing it, I enjoy teaching it. We learned about the Chinese brush strokes, and a lot of their art involves nature, and so we use different brushes, thick, thin, and we learned how to hold the brush in a certain way. It's easy to show a picture in a book, but when the kids actually got to paint and use the paintbrushes and use the art techniques, it really got the kids motivated to learn more about what we were doing, and it had the kids involved, and it had hands-on learning.
Okay, very good.
Every little bit counts, and that every little bit makes a huge difference for the kids. And when they come home happy, and then when they come home learning new things, education just grows, and I'm really appreciative for them for doing that. The parents were so grateful that I did this project with them. They framed the pictures up on their wall as soon as they got them. I am so grateful for the Hawaii State Federal Credit Union for providing this for teachers, and I hope every teacher takes the opportunity to apply for this grant.
Whenever I am able to award teachers with their grant monies, they're usually very surprised and just so thankful. And the thing that is just so heartwarming to me is to see the children light up. This year, we've actually been able to double our funding for the Investing in Education grant program. So we'll be able to help up to 80 teachers, or maybe even a little bit more this year with our additional funding. So it's going to make a huge impact for our DOE teachers as well as the students in our community.
This segment is sponsored by Hawaii State Federal Credit Union.
For more information, visit HighNowDaily.com.